Player.
Really?
All right. Hope folks can. Yeah, I'm not projecting my voice, folks over there on Facebook Live. Project my voice. Make sure you can hear me. But Phoenix is honchoing. As you can see, I'm doing an assload of engineering here.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. Let's see.
Yes,
Off of
ma'am.
y.org.
And that's WHYY?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they have a PBS logo. So I don't know if they're like affiliated with PBS. I don't know.
Subsidiaries.
Maybe. Apparently there's just lead in the water everywhere.
Yep. Newark is having their thing, and everybody knows about Flint.
Yes.
What? That nigga Freddie Gray with the Baltimore.
Baltimore, yes.
Yeah.
And now Philadelphia.
Hey.
Weird. It's all black neighborhoods. I don't understand. Philly's school knew about toxic lead in drinking water, but kept parents in the dark. It was a display of kindness that should have been heartwarming. Instead, Frederick Douglass Elementary School teacher Allison Marcus just felt queasy. In 2016, while headlines blared about the water crisis in Flint, Michigan, that's okay, Obama drank the water and said it's okay.
Fucking Barry.
Marcus's North Philadelphia charter school raised money to buy bottled water for residents of the distressed Midwestern city. But as she watched students at the charter, run by Mastery, toss change into a large plastic bucket, she felt a pang of guilt. I just remember thinking we should definitely be testing the water here, she said in an interview earlier this month. That's because Marcus says she and other teachers feared the drinking water at the school wasn't much better than Flint's. That same year, for roughly a week, some hallway fountains and sinks spurted brown liquid that looked like apple cider. What the fuck? According to 9 former and current staffers. Administrators say they were unaware of the issues. Who believes them? Anybody?
Everybody.
Yeah, okay.
You're down with OPP.
Oh my God. So administrators say they were unaware of the issues somehow, some way. However, Marcus says she and others complained about the brown water in 2016 to school leaders. No one ever formally notified parents. What the fuck? In the coming years, there would be a stream of other warning signs that something was wrong with the school's water system. Water fountains and sinks failed lead tests in 2017, and a staffer reported cloudy drinking water in 2019, and more lead tests a few months later showed off-the-charts level of the neurotoxin in some fountains. But Mastery repeatedly failed to notify parents expressly about these results. The most recent lead test came in April after the city council legislation required schools to conduct independent water quality tests, while the school director of Philadelphia's threshold for allowable lead levels was 10 parts per billion. Lead inspectors found the second floor of Douglass that had lead concentrations at more than 1,700.
Even though it's known that there's literally no such thing as a safe level.
Right.
But this is America. Here's your
corporations.
safe levels.
And then a third floor fountain had 3,500 parts per billion. So the allowable is 10, and they have 3,500.
It's called overachieving, Miss Ma'am.
They are overachieving.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're just trying to poison the kids. Yeah. Masters said it quickly shut off the water supply. Nigga, how did you shut it off quickly when this was happening for 2 years? What? All right. To understand the potential gravity of the situation, parents would need to find the link to the report amidst the school's nutrition plan, its snow day policies, and a dozen other public notices. Mastery did not directly communicate information to parents about the failed tests until last week after inquiries from the joint Keystone Crossroads Philly investigation. The email lacks specifics about lead levels and came in 8 months after samples were first drawn. Yeah.
What? That sounds fair.
Oh, that doesn't sound fair. No. Mastery CEO Scott Gordon now says the school should have notified parents that their children may have been exposed to unusually high levels of lead contaminants.
Well, Matt Gordon with the hard-hitting commentary. All right, Matt Gordon. It's truth to power, this guy.
We should have sent a notice home at that time, he said in a phone interview. In general, our policy should be if there's something that a parent is concerned about, we should notify them. I'm not clear why that notification didn't go out at that time. Nigga, you know why, because you didn't want to tell people that you had lead in the water. Mastery officials said this week that all the drinking fountains in the school have been decommissioned and students get filtered water from portable jugs. Kevin Schneppel. That's a fun name.
Fine. Does he have Schneppel facts?
Maybe.
Under the cap?
Under the cap. A PhD with Simon Fraser University, who has studied the impact of lead on childhood development, said exposure is linked to learning delays, higher rates of ADHD, and other behavioral problems. He says the growing scientific consensus is that there are no safe levels of lead exposure.
Wait, it's the growing scientific nigga. Jesus fucking Christ with these people.
Particularly for children under the age of 6. There are a lot of important neurodevelopment happening. There's a lot of neurodevelopment happening during the teenage years. It's bad to be exposed at any age, but it's particularly bad at a young age, says Schneppel.
Hey, you know, it's the growing social justice what is it?
It's the growing consensus.
It's the growing social justice consensus that trans women are women. It's the growing Bernie bro consensus that Medicare for all. It's just growing.
It's just growing.
Yeah, it's this stuff that we didn't see coming, you know, like 20 years down the fucking line over here, buddy.
No. He said the failure to immediately notify parents about the possibility of prolonged exposure to high levels of lead was especially troubling because the damage to brain development could be exacerbated without blood testing or treatment. Really?
Jesus fucking Christ. You know, when I was born, I looked like you. But it was the growing consensus that my body wanted more melanin. Shit is fucking nonsense.
I don't want to say that it's criminal, Schneppel said, but it is a travesty when you have information about individuals that are being put at risk in terms of their cognitive and behavioral development, and they don't know about it.
I don't say it's criminal. Yeah, they're Negro children.
They are only Negro children.
That's called a mistake.
It's 3/5 of a crime.
Shit.
While Douglas's level of contamination may be an outlier, it's unclear if the response to these alarming reports is unusual. Across 13 years and 3 school operators, no one seemed to grasp that the school had a systemic water issue and that parents should have been made unmistakably aware of it. Katie Ramoser, who had only been at Douglas for a couple of weeks in 2015, when she says she saw a Mastery administrator saw her filling her water bottle at one of the school's antiquated porcelain water fountains. The administrator told the newly minted special education teacher she shouldn't drink the water from hallway fountains. So the teachers told each other not to drink the water and let the kids drink that raggedy shit? Okay.
What in the blue fuck are the neighbors doing?
I don't know.
Is somebody just punching the floor?
I don't know.
Unsupervised men. I'm telling you right now, I don't self-identify as a feminist myself. It's just hard to share an ideological title with swerfs and lean in fucking, you know.
Yeah.
And but you know, I'm not a big fan of men in general, but especially unsupervised, because that is 3 men upstairs and this thumpity bumpity do. I hope the microphone picked up some of that shit, because that is them every day.
All the time.
Like, holy shit, what is your fucking like? I would really like for the podcast to do very well, so we could just buy the whole damn house. And then
buy the house?
We're not landlords. Rent the whole thing?
Nah, it's kind of we would have to do so much work to, like, all that mold in the basement and shit. We'd have to have all that removed if we were gonna, like, live here.
We're already living here.
For now.
Yeah. Not a fan of unsupervised men at all. I forgot what the damn story was. Lead in the water. Teachers tell each other about it, but
right.
Fuck them parents.
Yes. Ramoser recalled, I looked at him and was like, but isn't this the water that the kids drink? Yeah, it is. All right. It's clear that almost none of the current Douglas students were born when the first signs of toxic water surfaced at the North Philadelphia school, which is in one of the city's poorest neighborhoods, where the levels of lead exposure in children are high, according to city data. Really?
Yeah, really. And I remember, we've covered this. What happened in Flint, like. There's so many special needs students that they're just like on wait.
Yep.
Yeah, like they can't even get in. and I made a post on Facebook that they deliberately damaged the brains of hundreds, if not thousands, of black children on purpose.
Yep.
White supremacy and capitalism don't make mistakes.
Yep.
It's no error.
Well, they're just, getting ready for the next generation of prison slave labor.
Kinda. I mean, in that particular microcosm, they guaranteed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did. I mean, and also keep in mind, too, that it's like, these are permanent brain damage, right? It's not like you can just take some medicine or something and you get better. No, this is permanent. And then, of course, with the whole school to prison pipeline as is, but now keep in mind, these are students who have brain damage and are going to not be behaving necessarily because of their literal state-caused brain damage. So, yeah.
State-sanctioned brain damage.
Yeah. And then there's more. I think we covered pretty much everything. It's just a lot of comments from teachers and some pictures. And there's actually a picture here of a little black kid holding a cup of water from the fountain, and I shit you not, it looks like fucking apple cider.
Yeah,
it looks like fucking apple cider.
Yeah, it looks like fucking like caramel watered down.
Yeah, like liquid caramel, yeah.
It's fucking thick. Let's see if I can hold it up to the cameras. Oh, you got your charger plugged in.
It's a long cord.
Oh, shit. It's a long charger cord. If I could hold that up to the cameras at the right angulation there. And no, I cannot hold it at just the right angle. Yeah, but fucking, I mean, I have the link to this, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will link this with the show upload. Jesus Christ, yo. Mm-hmm. All right. On to it.
Yeah. And then also Katie Ramoser, the teacher who was told not to drink out of the fountains, said, I applied this to a long list of things that wouldn't be happening in white schools. Alluding to the fact that 9 in 10 Douglas students are African American and live in poverty. I knew it was wrong. I knew the other teachers knew it was wrong. I knew administrators knew it was wrong. But the principal at the time who left said he has no memory of this incident of telling her not to drink at the school drinking fountains. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a fucking long-ass article.
Yeah, we'll have it linked up. Folks can dig into it if need be. winecellarmedia.com.